Hi and welcome back to It's Very Zen. In my last video I talked about the death of Prince Phillip and Harry and whether or not the Duke's death would bring about a healing of this rift between Harry and the rest of the royal family. Well, on the tails of that, I thought it would be interesting to ask, now that, according to my cards anyway, the rift will be healed, I thought it'd be interesting to have a look at what lies ahead for Harry and Meghan now that this is all done and dusted. Particularly I'm thinking after the funeral and once Harry goes back to America. So I've laid out some cards. I'll turn you around and let's have a talk. Okay, on our left we see the Ten of Rods and the Two of Cups. And this is in a position of past incidences, occurrences, etc. Now, in my last video I spoke about Harry taking on a lot on himself and getting to the point where he is almost becoming overburdened. Well, I see by the Ten of Rods that once everything is laid to rest with the funeral, he'll realise that, yeah, he's just overburdened way too much. And all he has is him and Meghan. All he has at home is his relationship with his wife. And I feel that he is just struggling to make things work with just him and her. Moving on from that is a huge change. I feel here that once he returns to America and he's had time to grieve and process and be ready to move on, it's going to be a huge change for him. Possibly this death of his grandfather will be a wake-up call that makes him realise that he cannot just be with just him and Meghan in a whole different country to the rest of his family. He doesn't want charity. I still sense he's a guy who really wants to do it alone and he doesn't want to ask for help. But the thing with the Five of Pentacles is a need for help and not being ashamed. He needs to, hopefully, can get past that stigma. He may feel that he's made a mistake and doesn't want to admit it. But the end of the day, where this is a huge transition and, yeah, things will not be the same. Moving ahead, the Six of Pentacles. It looks as if Harry is going to take some help. And I feel the help will come from his grandmother. Here we have the Queen of Cups. And perhaps coming from his grandmother and realising that, this is not coming from the monarchy as such. He's not taking charity from the royals, from the taxpayers. This is his grandmother. And I feel that this will, I don't want to say make it okay for him to accept help, but I think it will, on the heels of this huge change, it'll be a realisation that things do need to change. He cannot keep going on alone with just him and Meghan, and he does need help. He needs the support of the bigger family and the structure that his grandmother can give to his life. People might want to say about the royals and their rules and regulations, but there's comfort in that for someone who has been brought up with that. So there you go. It looks like after the dust has settled here, even if Harry doesn't actually move back to the UK, he will come to admit that he cannot do this alone. He needs his family, and not just financially, but for the love and support of a family. It's more than money, more than a handout, more than charity. Is a deep-seated feeling of needing something more than just him and Meghan. So I'd be really interested to see how this pans out in a few months down the track. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on this and your interpretation of this layout. Okay, you all take care, and until next time, stay safe. Bye.